You feel that ring, old school hard and new school thing. Snowman run the yard every playoff game. Turn it up, let the booth go out from the south side bedroom to the nationwide dial. This that heat when the kickoff swings from AM dreams to Stream Kings. To streams, to rings. Shane with the cuts on deck, make the open feel like a goal line check. Pass pop louder when the beat drop in, every fan in the chat like lock us in. Cold night bowls, warm glow on the face. We got legends and clips, but we're setting the pace. From the chains on the field to chains in the mix, we measure every yard with stories we fix. On tape, new tech, same chill in your chest. You can hear that band, you can smell that grass. From the first voice echo in a little kid's room to a million shaking their living room. We ain't changed the we just changed the route. Same game, new way. Let the snowman shout. From AM dreams to Stream Kings, hey, we bring that bang, you feel that ring. Old school hard in a new school thing. Snowman run the yard every playoff game. Turn it up, let the move go out from the south side bedroom to the next side down. This is when the kickoff Stream Kings. No strings, no strings.
Mic check, mic check. Less than 2 minutes.
Big sky, that voice cut through. First time I heard the fight, crowd in the speaker, cold wind on the glass. One call, one quarter, I knew this feeling would last. Old school dial, hand on the knob, painted in my mind like a sideline job. Weighing on the waves, every place so clear. Turn that little south side room in the front row here. Fast forward, I'm the one on the call. Got a crew on the headset, we're answering the ball. Dr. K with the vision, reason feel like a scheme. Victor locking in the sound, clean routes to your screen. From AM dreams to Stream Kings, we bring that bang, you feel that ring. Old school hard in a new school thing. Snowman run the yard every playoff game. Turn it up, let the booth go out from the south side
1 minute.
to the nationwide down. This that heat when the kickoff swings from AM dreams to Stream Kings. You streams to Stream Kings. Big dog Shane with the cuts on deck, make the open feel like a goal line check. Pass pop louder when the beat drop in, every fan in the chat like lock us in. Cold night bowls, warm glow on the face. We got legends in the clips, but we're setting the pace. From the chains on the field to the chains in the mix, we measure every yard with these stories we fix. Old tech, new tech, same chill in your chest. You can hear that bang. And you can smell that grass. From the first voice echo in a little kid's room to a million streams shaking every living room. We ain't changed the soul, we just changed the route. Same game, new way, let the snowman shout. From AM dreams to Stream Kings, hey, we bring that bang, you feel that ring. Old school hard in a new school thing. Snowman run the yard every playoff game. Turn it up, let the booth go out from the south side bedroom to the nationwide down. It's that hit when the kickoff swings from AM dreams to Stream Kings. To streams, to Stream Kings.
Let's do it. Wrong button. Did I get the right one? There it is. A pleasant good evening to one and all in the region, across the nation, around the world. We welcome you to inside of the Noisy Dragon studio at Snowman Multimedia Sports. And tonight's game is the semifinal, one of two that we will have on this here network. And yes, we are building a network. It's the 10th seeded Miami Hurricanes against the 6th seeded Ole Miss Rebels. Let's get this. Nope, over here. There we go. Now I'm building this. Don't need to see that. I'm building this the correct way and building it as we go. And you guys' input will really help this to take off the way it is supposed to take off. And I believe it will take off. Got a few minutes before kickoff. This game hasn't even started yet. This game is going till midnight. Yeah, that and the broadcast is going till midnight. And it said it started at it was supposed to start at 7:30. Of course, you know, the four-letter network that's carrying the television broadcast tonight has to put in their pregame and all their promos and things like that. And I got something to send out to some friends of mine. So keep up with us tonight. Turn the chats on if you like what you see and what you hear. You can always do us a favor to help grow the channel. Subscribe to it, like the video, share this video with everybody that you can. When we did Miami and Ohio State, we drew over 12,000 viewers. Let's break that record tonight. And let's get as close to 10K as we can, because every stream that I put on, and I'm planning something very, very big. I'm planning something very big where I'm going to do a stream every day up until the Super Bowl, beginning Monday. And it'll be low maintenance for those of you that worry about my health as I do. My wife worries about it too. I will take a few days off in between just to make sure I get the proper rest. But we are going to do something big to get us to 3, maybe even 4,000 subscribers before the Super Bowl. So, excuse me. So let's make this happen. Want to thank everybody that tuned in to Snowman in the morning this morning. A couple of scoreboard updates. The Montreal Canadiens now lead the world champion Florida Panthers 2-0. They're late in the first period there. Detroit has broken the ice. They lead the Canucks 1-0 in the first period of that game. So we'll keep you updated on all the scores, all the updates, and everything that will be going on tonight as we await the kickoff of tonight's game. You know what? I put the wrong thing in here. Dagnabbit. Anything you guys can suggest to that's it. Help make this better as we go along. Make your suggestions. I will try to incorporate them. And I will tell Dr. K said suggestions. We'll try to incorporate them. I almost got this thing to where it needs to be. They're done with one, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Red. Wait a second. Heck with this. Come here. Wait a minute. All right, they're getting ready to kick off. Why is it telling me this here? All the way out. Everybody out. Okay. Well, more than one way to skin a cat. I'll show you. No one stops the snowman on game night. There we are. All right. Ole Miss won the toss. And they have elected to receive. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, if I gotta call this from the stats, I'll do that. But I'm not giving this game up. I am not giving this game up. When you when you have standards and you put things in place. Come on. Hang tight, everybody. Now, I know for a fact. All right, as I said, the Rebels have won the toss. They have elected to receive. We're underway. And Harrison Wallace makes the first catch of the game for a gain of 4. What? What? Are you kidding? It's okay. Kewan Lacey gains 2 on the next play to the 31. And the Rebels have now 3rd and 4. Third and 4 from the 31. Akeem Meisdor with the tackle for Miami. It's the 10th seeded Hurricanes and the 6th seeded Rebels who have this on their bingo card, especially not me. There we go. What? This is getting on my nerve. Yeah, how about that? Dang it. That pass is incomplete. It is now 4th and 4. Muhammad Toure providing pressure. And it's now 4th and 4. What? Aha, that may be it. Oh, come on. And on, sorry about that, folks. Intentional grounding has been called on Chambliss. Come on, man. I'm trying to find the feed, folks. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the feed, and I ain't giving up until I do. Yeah. And now I can't access the thing. Yeah, Napoleon, I got scuffed big time. All right, Miami's possession begins with an 8-yard completion to Keelan Marion out to the Miami 49. Gushkin with the stop. And now on 2nd and 10 from the 49. Carson goes deep for Malachi Toney, and that is incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 10. Come on. All that and that. Well, I guess not. And that. Nope. Not working. Oh, wait a minute. Brian got an idea. Brian got an idea. All right. Beck gains 6. It's now 4th and 2. Fletcher gains 3 and a first down for Miami. I'm not giving up on this, folks. Try that. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. And this is a little behind, so it's 4th and 2. Miami moving left. White tops, white bottoms, green numbers trimmed in orange. Back out of the pistol with Fletcher behind him. And they give it to Fletcher running straight up the middle. And Fletcher will pick up the first down to about the 41, maybe the 40-yard line. TJ Dottery with the stop, but it's a first down for Miami. Do me a favor, y'all tell me if the broadcast jumps a little bit. What's up, AB Media, saluting us from Indianapolis, Indiana. All right, we got business. We got business. I love it. 1st and 10, and there is a player down for the Ole Miss Rebels. So we'll take a timeout while I get things resituated. They're at the end of one, and the Sabres lead the Rangers 1-0, which means I'm going to have to open this over here. So let me get resituated here. We got business, and I want to set a record tonight. No matter how many times we get scuff in Napoleon's word and the crew's word, scuff. Open up. There we go. There's that. Move this over here. And we got a problem. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back in business. What I want to do to set this up is to put one ring light here. I got this ring light over here. Oh, you know what? Here, let me try this. It worked yesterday, and it's going to work today. Got a clear view of that. All right, I'm seated at the bar. Time to watch the game. Go get him, Deets. Go get him, Deetsy. Let's see how many people we can bring in tonight. Now, for those of you that are watching on the vertical stream, I have not perfect yet, but I will. I will perfect that by tomorrow, so we can have double the amount of people tuning in to this particular broadcast. And to me, it's a broadcast because I'm sitting here in the chair. I'm providing play-by-play for all the folks that come in and watch. I appreciate every one of you, and I mean that. We had almost 2,000 watching this morning on Snowman in the Morning, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in. All right, time to get back to work. Time to get back to work. 1st down and 10 for the Rebels. Our national championship will be Monday, and we'll have that for you here on Snowman Multimedia Sports. And again, thank you to everybody that has tuned in tonight. 10:38 remaining in the opening quarter. Miami has the ball moving left from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Out of the pistol, they give it to Fletcher, running right, and he gets 4. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. They give him 5, 2nd down and 5. 10 minutes left in the opening quarter. Way better. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate that. Snap to Beck. Fires right. Malachi Tony with the catch, and he's going to get tackled. It'll be 3rd down and about 1. Jen. Third down and 1. And of course, the spam bots have made their way into the chat. To all the mods that are here, if you see them, get them out of here. 3rd and 1. Oh, fires out to the right, and that pass is caught for a first down. So a new set of downs for the Miami Hurricanes on their first possession of the night. Mm-hmm. I've lost everybody. Oh, come on. I'm sorry about the silence, everybody. I lost my feed again. And I'm not going to take a break to get it situated. I'm going to get it situated right now. Oh, doggone it. If this Miami running back keeps having the kind of games he's having in this playoff, they're going to have to retire twice after this season. I agree. I totally agree with that, Deets. Why are you not working? Ole Miss gets a field goal and they lead 3-0. And now it's jumping again. I can't win with this cotton picking thing. Now the stream's jumping again. All right, it's 3-0 Miami. This is not my best work, but it's going to be my greatest work every time out. Every time out. So hang with us, folks. All right. Miami leads 3-0 here in the first quarter. My stats and my rosters pulled up. Carter Davis from 38 banks it through. And as I mentioned, the Hurricanes now lead 3-0. I'm feeling myself getting anxious. I shouldn't feel this at all, but I am getting anxious because I prepared for this. What I didn't prepare for, and it's on, and this is on me, is the scuff that would happen. All right, here we go. Davis kicks it off. And it'll go into and through the end zone for a touchback. And Trinidad Chambliss and the Ole Miss Rebels in the sky blue uniforms will have the ball for the second time. They have gone away times. Okay. I'm sorry about the stream jumping, folks. I appreciate you guys' patience. And I mean the heart. From the heart. You have got to be bleeping me. All right, 6:22 left in the opening quarter. And the Rebels have the ball back. Chambliss to Lacey. That's complete for 3. Second down and 7. Excuse me. All right, from the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And Chambliss throws to the right to Lacey, and Lacey has got it, and he will be brought down by Wesley Besanthan for a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. So far, Mississippi has been shut down. 2nd down and 6 from the right hash. Out of the shotgun formation, Lacey changes sides and now stands to Chambliss's left. And Chambliss will keep it running to the right, and Chambliss is brought down for no gain. Jacoby Thomas on the stop for the Hurricanes. And now it is 3rd and 6. This is one of those times you'll have to go to Deuce Alexander. He's alone in the shotgun as Chambliss, 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Ball on the right hash. Chambliss takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks left, throws left, and it's incomplete. Looking for Deuce Alexander, broken up by the aforementioned Jacoby Thomas. And it's 4th down. And the Rebels, for all intents and purposes, go 3 and out again. All right, I think we got something good cooking here. Thank you all for staying patient. I appreciate you very, very much. Oscar Bird on to punt, and he lets it go, and it's going to fall out of bounds at 3. So 48-yard and no return. Carson Beck gets the ball back. Victor Locke is with us. What's up, Victor? Victor, check the check our group text. You should have the link to jump in here. That is for everybody. There we go. Well, after a lot of stuff to begin tonight's broadcast, we seem to be flowing very, very well. We got 18 watching so far, 1 via Twitch and 17 via Snowman Multimedia. So if you're coming in, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App or the PayPal to support the show, and Super Chat support the show also. Of course, the One Football 101 we didn't get to today, running the route short of the sticks on 3rd and 4th down. We will get to that tomorrow, Deets. That's a promise. That is a promise. Because that pass was thrown 2 yards short of the first. And from the way Miami was surrounding Deuce Alexander, he wasn't going to pick up the first down anyway. He was not going to pick up the first down anyway. So what are you guys' favorite drinks when you're watching sports? What are some of you guys' favorite drinks? I have 2 of mine. Well, I got to refill one, which is my water. And I got my ice water right here. And I got to refill my sweet tea. I'll do that at the end of the quarter. Speaking of the quarter, there's 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter of this game. You know you made it as a broadcast streamer when the spam bots come in promoting their promoting links that just lead you to other links that lead you to ads, and you don't get to watch the doggone game in the first place. I've been there and done that. Been there and done that. I have 4 rules for those of you that are tuning in for the first time. Be nice, be courteous, be kind, and no spoilers in the chat, please. I want to voice this entire game for everybody that dropped by. So Miami has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Daniel Barry is with us saying, cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, my friend. I'll start at the 23, moving left on 1st and 10. Charmar Brown in the backfield, standing next to Beck, and Brown gets it running left across the 25 and across the 30, and they'll mark him at the 31. They'll mark him down at the 30. Gain of 7, second down and 3. And this is probably the time Miami will look to go tempo. Second down and 3, looking left, throwing left, and it's caught by Bauman. And Bauman gets out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Taj Chambers on the stop for the Rebels, and another first down for Miami. So Alex Bauman caught that pass. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Carson Beck, the former Georgia Bulldog. And Beck fakes the toss, looks, throws, caught by Tony. He got whacked at midfield. It's down officially at the Ole Miss 49. That's a first down. The clock will stop with 3:52 remaining in the opening quarter. And there's a penalty flag down. This possibly could be targeting. And they're going to take a look at it. Yeah, they got the flag on the field for targeting. Nick Cole on the stop. He is the man that is down right now. And if it is targeting, then Nick Cole is out of here. I don't know if that's targeting, though. Oh, yeah, it's targeting. It's targeting. Led and hit with his helmet. That indeed is targeting. So Miami is going to get another 15 and a first down. So on one play, the pass completion to Malachi Tony plus the penalty, they're going to pick up 30 yards. Wow. Well, but here's the call. I think we're going to get a confirmation that it's targeting. Oh, yeah. Or is it targeting? No. No, they took it off the board. I beg your pardon. They took it off the board. So it is not targeting. It's just unnecessary roughness. So ball at the 49-yard line, first down and 10 for the Miami Hurricanes in Ole Miss territory, moving left. They work out of the pistol. And they give it to Brown, and Brown's going to rush to the 31 for a first down. Taj Chambers on the stop for the Rebels. But that play is going to come back as it is holding against Miami. Alex Bauman, the guilty party. So what was an 18-yard gain is only going to be a 4-yard gain. So it'll become first down and 16. Bauman, the tight end, guilty of the hold. He and the defender were wrestling. So the ball is back at the Miami 45-yard line. First down and 16. Back out to the left. And that pass is complete by Josiah Trader. He's out to the 48-yard line on a gain of 3. Deshaun Womack on the stop. It'll be second down and 13. Beck out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Snap to Beck. Back to throw. Beck in trouble. Up the middle, and it is incomplete. Or that was a fumble. I beg your pardon. That was a fumble, and it was picked up by Mark Fletcher. And Fletcher picks up 8. Now on third down, Beck back to throw. No, that's the replay. I beg your pardon. That's the replay. I looked up and I saw it. I looked up and I saw the play again. So apologies for that. So great job by Fletcher being alert. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash for Miami on third down. And the snap to Beck, but flags fly all over the place for a false start. False start against Miami. So third and 8 has become third down and 13. So now Miami is stuck in the mud. Third down and 13. 35 offensive line penalties this season for Miami. That's third in the nation. Third down and 13. This time Beck is under center. Now he'll back up to the shotgun with Fletcher standing to his left. 3 receivers in bunch formation to the right. They give it to Fletcher running straight up the middle. And Fletcher's going to get knocked down for a gain of 1 by Will Eccles. And it'll be fourth down and about 12. So Ole Miss will get the ball back. Dylan Joyce will put it in the air, and he runs to his right and boots it high and deep. It'll stop, drop, and roll into the end zone for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. So we got some good things going here now. I have the design of how I want the monitors and stuff to look here in my office. And I promised myself I wouldn't be up late tonight. But I do have an idea on how I'm going to do it. In fact, what I did was something I used to do when I would change my bedroom around back at my parents' house, and I'd sketch it out. And that's what my wife did with her office. So I'm doing the same. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Ole Miss moving right. And the handoff is to David. Handoff, Chambliss. Not again. Well, we're at the end of the first quarter. And it's 3-0 in favor of Miami. Here the bleep we go again. Gummit, I'm gonna fix out. Doggone it. All right, done with 3-0 Miami. Head to second quarter. So I'm going to take a break, go get some iced tea, take a breather, and I have the wrong set of elements. Sorry about that. I didn't ask this either. What do you? Why? Off. Dag nabbit. Doggone it. Okay. Now that we got all that straight, take a look at this, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Three 0 Hurricanes as we begin the second quarter from Glendale, Arizona. Winner of this game heads to Miami to play for the national championship. And I read an article that the headline simply said, "Why not these guys?" And they were talking about themselves, they being the Ole Miss Rebels. From the 23-yard line, it is 2nd down and 3. Lacey in the backfield along with Trinidad Chambliss. Chambliss waits in shotguns formation, takes the high snap and gives it to Lacey. And Lacey's up the middle and through. And Lacey is gone. Countdown on. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And in a flash, they have the lead. Keywan Lacey from 73 yards. They go 80 yards in 2 plays. They use 30 minutes. And Keywan Lacey did the heavy lifting. 73 yards on 2nd and 3. Lucas Carnero with the extra point. It is good. And your score with 14:50 remaining in the second quarter, it's the Rebels 7 and the Hurricanes 3. Well, that's how you respond if you're Ole Miss. Lacey got, and it includes a great job by Trinidad Chambliss getting the high snap. Lacey found a hole, broke through it, and nobody touched him. So 14:50 remains in the second quarter, and the Ole Miss Rebels have the lead 7-3. Carnero will kick it off for the Rebels. On the approach, and he kicks it away. And this will go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And Miami will start at their own 25-yard line. Hold on a second. Before we go scuff again. First and 10 for Miami. They will start at their own 25-yard line. From the 25, they go back to work, being the Hurricanes, trailing 7-3. They move right in the all-white uniforms. Back in the shotgun, takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks and throws. Caught by C.J. Daniels, and Daniels out to the 32 on a gain of 7. And it'll be second down and 3. Beg your pardon, for the Hurricanes. In case you just joined us, Kewan Lacey answered a Miami field goal with a 73-yard touchdown. And that's where we stand right now in the second quarter. 7-3 Rebels. From the 32-yard line, second down and 3. Back in the shotgun with Fletcher in the backfield. They give it to Fletcher, and Fletcher's through. He's got a first down and more all the way out to the 38-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down for the Hurricanes. Gain of 11 for Fletcher. And another first down for the Miami Hurricanes, trailing 7-3. 13:40 remaining in the first half. Beck out of the pistol with Fletcher behind him. Beck claps his hands, takes the belt high snap. Back to throw, looking, throwing, incomplete, but a flag down. And this is going to be interference on Suntarine Perkins. It'll be a first down for Miami. He was looking for Fletcher off to the right at the last second. So the ball at the 47-yard line on first down. Beck swings it out to the left. Incomplete. Looking for Maltoni. Second down and 10. So Respect My Gamer says, so who do you think will lose between these two teams to the Hoosiers in the national championship? First of all, I'd love to see the Hoosiers play for the national title, and I think they will. I'll tell you my pick in a minute. Second down and 10. Beck looking, firing. It's caught. First down. Joshua Moore on the reception, out to the left, and another first down for the Hurricanes. And a great catch by Moore. It was thrown behind him, but he was able to reel it in. From the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Miami, moving right, trailing 7-3, 12:50 remaining in the first half. Snap to Beck, rolling out to his right. And Beck unloads one, and that pass is incomplete, looking for Malachi Toney. It'll be second down and 10. (23 rushing, 23 passing yards for Miami to 8 for Ole Miss. I know that's an incorrect number because I read the scoreboard. Up the middle comes Carson Beck. He'll get 3. TJ Dottery with the stop for the Rebels. If Carson Beck keeps throwing the ball like this, he isn't going to have any receivers left to throw to. True. Because they will either all be tired, exhausted, or out of the game. Third down and 7 for the Hurricanes. From inside the Ole Miss 40-yard line. 12:05 left in the half. Snap to Beck. Looking, throwing, and it's caught. First down. Elijah Lofton with the reception for the Hurricanes. A gain of 15 and a first down. Wydette Williams on the coverage for Ole Miss. First down for Miami. Nine first downs for Miami to only 1 for Ole Miss, and that was the touchdown. From the 20-yard line, first down and 10. And timeout was called before that snap. Is it a timeout or a flag? It's a timeout. So timeout Miami, that's their first. They'll have 2 remaining. And we'll take a break with them. 11:18 remains in the first half. Ole Miss 7, Miami 3. This is the 2026 Fiesta Bowl inside of the CFP Semifinals. And you're hearing it live on Snowman Sports and Snowman Multimedia Sports. Doggone, I messed the cue up.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
Seven 3 Rebels. Miami called a timeout. I can't win with this doggone thing. You know what, folks? I'm going to catch 22. I'm going to catch 22. Nothing is working right now. Stream's not working. Can you all hear me? Because this thing, it keeps skipping over here. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to have to shut it down. Nothing else is working. I can't get the feed to act right. StreamYard's being StreamYard, my Deets loves to say. And nothing's going right. Oh. Miami just scored. Shamar Brown with a 4-yard touchdown run. And the Hurricanes have regained the lead. Extra point is good by Carter Davis. And now Miami is back in front by a count of 10. Is capped out by a 4-yard touchdown run by Shamar Brown. Yeah, you know, you're right. And what you don't, you know what people are going to say? People are going to say that I didn't try my best to get this game out there. Yeah, I did. I absolutely tried my best. But yet the blame is still going to be on me. Blame is still going to be on me because I've had to skip so many games due to my health, due to my brain not being on straight, my head not being on straight, and I finally get there, and then this happens. I'm not giving up. I'm just frustrated right now, folks. I am absolutely frustrated. And the bad, you're right. It's hard to call a game when I'm stressed. But the bad part is, leading into this, I wasn't. Then I found out I don't have access. There's got to be some way I can do this. Well, I tried my best, folks. And for some reason, this is still in disarray, and I don't know why. I don't know why this is still in disarray. I spent the bulk of the afternoon getting this together. I spent the bulk of the afternoon getting this together. I did my damnedest to bring this to you. I did my damnedest. But save the games I was able to execute, either something went wrong with either something went wrong with StreamYard, or something went wrong with my equipment here. And then something my wife said to me, which is totally, and then something just, well, let me put it like this. If anyone can help old Snowman with a Cash App so I can get access to these games and continue to bring the best to you, I would appreciate it. Because right now I'm borderline. No, I'm not. I'm not going to walk away. I'm just going to breathe, and I'm just going to get ready for tomorrow, and I'm going to make the plea again. If anyone can help me with a Cash App so I can really get ready for the game and have proper access to it, I would appreciate it. And if I don't, then I can't do it, because now I'm so far behind and I can't do the call the way I know I can do the call and deliver it, because I don't have any access to it. I'm not even going to worry anymore about who else is doing this. I drew a line in the sand today. It's a line that I drew once before, but then I erased it. I'm going to get this off my chest and I'm going to close up shop. It's a line I drew in the sand and I erased it. I erased it because of what happened to my health. It's a line where I prepare and deliver the best call you will ever hear. I take all the experiences I've had in radio and I bring it here to YouTube. I'm going to do that. But y'all, I need some help. Okay? And for me to do that, this has got to be I am drawing a line in the sand right here, and you all are hearing it. This is the line in the sand I'm going to draw. I cannot and will not do a half-assed job. And it seems like lately that's all I've been doing. I'll get that negative out the way. But it stops here and it stops now. Because I'm tired of people tuning in and either I'm not here or I'm doing a half-assed job. My dad always told me, and I hear his voice in my head right now, and I can feel him rubbing my shoulders. Same with my wife, who was encouraging me. So I'm going to encourage myself. I am not half-assed doing this anymore. The line is dug. The line is dug. Anybody crosses that line, they're going to get scorched. So this is the last one. Do you understand? This is the last one that will be rushed, that will be unprepared, and that will be done improperly, even down to the uniform I put on for the game. It's going to be a shirt and tie from here on out. It'll begin tomorrow with Indiana and Oregon, and you better damn well believe I'm calling that game. I'm married to a 2-time graduate of IU. So I can't mess that up, and I won't mess that up. But for tonight, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take these off because my wife said F it and went to bed early. And she's my studio producer, but she was exhausted. I am going to spend the rest of this evening with the Ole Miss call in my ears and get this place done the way it needs to be done. And if I have to call it a night early so I can go to bed and get a proper night's sleep, so be it. But for those of you that were here, those of you that saw me on this screen, you know I was here. I gave my best. And I'm not walking away from this with the feeling of, well, I gave my best and it wasn't enough. Nah, that. I did my best, even with all the interruptions, all the scuff, everything. And it's going to get even better tomorrow. The set's going to get better and everything. I'm already prepped for tomorrow. I got the rosters. I got the lineups and everything. I am just going to, for the third time in 5 days, blow the blank out of the studio because I am not wired correctly. Well, the equipment's not wired correctly. Let me say that. Time to dig. Time to dig. And I'm glad I'm neither, because it would have been so easy for me to just break down with all the stuff that's happened tonight. But this breakdown has turned into a promise. This is me doing old school play-by-play to the absolute best of my ability in a 21st century world. That's what I've outlined Snowman Multimedia Sports to do, this division of Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Multimedia in general. Bringing old school stuff to a 21st century world. That's it, and that's all. You know what I'm proud of for myself? Even with everything that's happened, technology-wise, we scuffed. And I can dig that. Technology-wise, we scuffed. But you know something? The scuff happened while the broadcast was going, and it's tied at 10 as Lucas Carnero nailed a 42-yard field goal attempt. There's 4:38 remaining in the half. The scuff happened while on the air, and it happens to everybody. I dug one line in the sand. I'm not studying everybody else anymore. I'm refining my craft. I'm refining my company. I'm refining what I do and what my crew does. Because if I study everybody else, I won't get a blank thing done. Period. Well, F that. That changes, and it changed tonight. It changed tonight. We're going to regroup, and we're going to try again. And tomorrow, we're going to break all kinds of records, and we're going to make all kinds of money because I want to pay my crew, and I need to take care of my family, and I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay. That's the two main reasons I'm doing this. My girls that live with me, my wife and my daughter, the fact that I want to help out with bills around the house, and I want to use my voice as the main vehicle. Anybody who knows the song Vehicle knows what I'm talking about. So we're going to call it tonight in a 10-10 tie, and I will see y'all tomorrow. So long, everybody.